with y'all? It's your boy T-Baby and I'm back with another video for y'all today, man. As y'all can see by the title, we're doing another worst of all time men's edition. If y'all seen my last video, I appreciate y'all for all the hype that y'all gave that video. It got over 500 views, the worst women ever of all time. Hope y'all enjoyed that list because I'm really going to enjoy this one. I can't wait to get deep dive into it. Let's go ahead and get into it. But before we get started, don't forget to shop MBB Official. Shop mbbofficial.com. Let me get that right for y'all. Last time I did this, I looked kind of bald. I don't want to look bald again, but we're gonna go ahead and start this video for y'all at number 5 of the worst men wrestlers of all time, in my opinion. Wrote it down just like I did last time, so I remember. At number 5, we got Brock Lesnar. I mean, I'm being generous by putting him at 5 because on this list, you want to be 5. 5 is the best out of the worst, and 1 is just complete garbage. So I'm being generous to put him at 5. 1, because he has the longevity compared to the rest of these guys. He's still fit. He can still go. But when he goes, it's not really going. Like, his matches are boring. They're simplistic. There's nothing to it. It's not fun. It's like watching a paper rock. Like, it's like literally watching paper and rock. You throw the rock on a paper and boom. Because you know what it's going to be. It's going to be suplex city, suplex here, suplex there, suplex, suplex, suplex. That's it. It's literally a multitude of suplexes. I don't want to see that. And then he got the L5. Obviously, he got the Kimura clutch. I believe that's one of his moves. A submission move he got, I think. That's it. He doesn't really have a variety of moves that he can go to on all the time, man. So watching the Brock Lesnar match, and he still wrestles to this day. I hate when he's on TV. I don't care for Brock Lesnar. I don't like when he comes back. Just like this Bobby Lashley match, he has a crown jewel this weekend. I think it's BS, but they want a little quick match. Don't really care about Saudi. We already know how I feel about that. I think Brock's horrible. I don't think he's good on the mic. He's gotten better. Obviously, the little run he had against Roman Reigns going into WrestleMania, he was talking more, and it was cool to see him talking. But I mean, he's better than all these guys, the rest of these guys on the list. I think one person on this list is better than him at talking, but I'm gonna get to that person soon. But Brock's at 5 simply because his moveset is pitiful, pitiful. His mic skills are, he's boring. I don't care for Brock Lesnar. He's not somebody I want to see in the ring. He's not somebody I want to see on the mic. He's not somebody I want to see on WWE television. He's not who I want to see on not even a live show. I don't want to see Brock Lesnar because he doesn't give a damn about the company. So why the hell would I care about him being on TV? So that's why I have Brock Lesnar at 5. There's not too much to say about him because he doesn't do too much in the ring for me to talk about in the first place. He's boring. He's simplistic. He's whack. His character sucks. He comes in. He beats somebody ass. He leaves. He comes in. He beats somebody ass. He's going for another 6 months. He comes in, repeats that same method every time, and then he's going for about 6 months to a year. And he'll come back at WrestleMania, SummerSlam, or one of the other big 4 or 5 pay-per-views. That's Brock Lesnar for you right there. So if you want Brock Lesnar, you want pitiful, piss poor, boring matches, you go Brock Lesnar. At number 4, we got David Otunga. Now this one's gonna be quick, simple, because like I said for the one woman in my last video, I'm not gonna say I want you guys to watch that video. But David Otunga, who gives a fuck? It's David Otunga. He was supposed to be some big, swole, strong guy in a ring. The character flopped. He was with the Nexus. He was cool. Everybody in Nexus was cool. They were all different individuals making up one collective group. It was cool to see. It was fun. But other than that, David Otunga? I don't remember nothing about him in the ring. I don't remember his mic skills. I remember he was on commentary for a little bit. He was so freaking bad at commentary. It was almost scary. He was horrible. So they took him off of commentary because he was so piss poor. Don't know who bright idea it was to put him on commentary because, note to self, he was horrible. So David Otunga's at 4, and I'm being generous. I could have put him at 5 and easily put Brock at 4. I'm sorry, I could have easily put him at 1 because he sucked. There's nothing. If you think of David Otunga, I think he had the tag team titles one time. I think he was a tag team title with some other guy in the Nexus group that nobody remember about because they got buried by John Cena. Nothing was really memorable about David Otunga. At least with Brock, it's something memorable because he was pushed to the moon. David Otunga was just some big, swole black guy that never got the job done. Who remembers David Otunga? Seriously, outside of the Nexus, what was he memorable for? Because there's not much here. That's why I don't have much on him for number 4. That's why he's at 4. But we're going to skip him because he's boring. Let's get to number 3. And at number 3, I have, and I kind of struggle to put him here because, like I said, he's got the charisma. He's got it all. He's got the charisma. He doesn't have the in-ring skills, but he had the charisma and he had the mic skills. And at number 3, we have Santino Marella. How do you pronounce his name? Santino Marella? I think that's probably pronounced his name correctly. He had to be one of the funniest ever to touch a mic. His character was pure gold. And I really didn't want to put him on this list because he was so good. But I didn't want to put him on the list, man. It kind of hurt putting him on the list because I grew up watching him with the snake on the head. That his character was so perfect. But he had snake on the hand. His finisher sucked, but his character was hilarious. His in-ring skills sucked, but his mic skills were on point. His in-ring sucked, but his charisma was there, but his in-ring skills sucked. And that's the only thing that's got me putting him on this list, because his in-ring skills were so piss poor. You cannot call yourself a wrestler if you cannot get in that square circle. And that's the only reason I had to put him up this high, because he screamed WWE Vince McMahon time. Now he would never make it, but Vince McMahon period of time back then, he screamed WWE entertainment. He was entertaining. But he sucked so bad in the ring. It was almost like, what am I watching at this point? But like I said, I hate to put him this side because he was one of my favorites growing up. But he was piss poor in the ring. He was horrible. He was freaking atrocious. He was awful. So I mean, that's kind of how we're going with this one with him. He sucked in the ring. Like I said with the women, he had the charisma, no in-ring ability, my skills he had, character, he had the character work, I guess. But like I said, there's a few requirements I have to be a complete WWE superstar, as I like to call them. Like I said, you have to have the wrestling ability, the mic skills, the character skills, the charisma, and the way with the fans. He didn't have the one, obviously, the wrestling skills. He had the correct character work. He had the charisma. He had the mic skills. See, those are his big three of all things. He had those three. And then, in my opinion, he was really good with the crowd. So I feel really bad putting him on this list. But he just sucks so bad in the ring that you have to put him on this list. So, Santino, I'm sorry. You're one of my childhood favorites, but you had to be on this list. It is what it is. You lack the biggest one out of the key characteristics I feel a wrestler needs. So, you're number 3. And then we get down to the big two. Boy. One of them I absolutely cannot stand, and he still wrestles to this day. I'm going to go ahead and give it away. He's number 2. And I wanted to put him at 1, but the other dude was just so piss poor that you had to put him at 2. Number 2 is Goldberg. If anybody knows me, from the bottom of my heart, him coming back to any WWE television is the absolute worst thing WWE can do. One of the most memorable moments I had of Goldberg was when he beat Bray Wyatt when he was still using the Fiend character at Crown Jewel, and they took the title off of Bray Wyatt and gave it to Goldberg. Why? To this day, that still makes no sense. It blows my fucking brain cells that they even had the audacity to do something as stupid as that. Goldberg's horrible. Who let him in the ring? Who allowed him in the arena? Who gave him a new contract? I don't care what Saudi wanted to see. Yet nobody wanted to see old man Goldberg still try to go at it at 50 plus years old. He can't even last in the ring for a long period of time. You kidding me? I think one of his last memorable matches, and the one it was memorable for a bad reason. Him and Undertaker had one of the worst matches I swear to gosh I've ever seen in my life. It was so bad. It was so bad. And I hate seeing Undertaker look that piss poor because he looked so bad in that match. But it was two old geezers trying to go at it. And you know you just don't have it no more. You know you don't got it. And they simply did not have it. Goldberg never had it. He wasn't good in his prime. He wasn't good then. He ain't good now. So what the hell are we even arguing at this point? Goldberg sucked. He sucked ass then. He sucks ass now. He sucked ass in WCW. He sucks ass in WWE currently. He's not good. He's not good. He's not fun. I don't like him on TV. His mic skills were unnecessarily overdone. Just banging on the head, bleeding yourself out. Fuck you doing? It's not necessary. He's in-ring ability 0. Character work bland. I mean, fanfare, I guess I can give him that because the fans still love him for some odd reason. Nostalgia is probably the reason because he couldn't fucking wrestle back then. So I don't see how he even has the fan base he has now. I guess he was pushed to the moon. I don't know. I don't remember watching too much of Goldberg. I've seen highlights. He's ass. The mic skills, I give him that. He has pretty decent mic skills. I give him that. He has mic skills. And then charisma. I guess I got to give him charisma too. Fans love him. He's crazy, but he sucks. Like I said, he lacks the biggest one, the wrestling ability. I gave him charisma. I gave him character somewhat, and I gave him mic and the fanfare. Matter of fact, I take that back. He doesn't have character. I take that off too. He lacks wrestler and character. Two of the biggest one of anything, in my opinion. Like I said, if you watch some of my previous videos, you need wrestling and mic skills. Those are my two biggest factors you need. But right there with it is character. If your character sucks, I'm not gonna get interested. If I'm not interested, I'm not gonna watch you when you come on TV. Goldberg sucks. Anybody watching this video, they don't like what I said, listen to me very closely. Look at me, get close to the camera. Goldberg is dog shit. He's trash. He's never been good. I never liked him. I never thought he should have got a contract. He should not get multiple contracts for WWE, even for Crown Jewel people who want to see that garbage over there. I don't know why you keep bringing this old bastard back. He needs to stay retired and take his ass to the retirement home because he's not good at what he does in the ring. And I'm going to leave it at that. It's that simple. He sucks. Goldberg's horrible. I don't care for Goldberg. And if the person before him wasn't so bad, I will put him at number 1. But the person before him is so bad, you got to put him at number 2. Because at number 1, we got the Great Khali. Now, I had fun moments of Great Khali when I was younger. Who didn't? Great Khali was huge. He used to use the vice grip, crush people's head when you're younger. I remember one match with Rey Mysterio. I think he was crushing him so bad he was bleeding. I thought the man died. I thought Rey Mysterio died. But he didn't die. He's still alive. I was living good. The Great Khali's horrible. As much bad blood as I just gave Goldberg, the Great Khali's atrocious. Absolutely abundance of garbage. His character didn't have it. His in-ring work, we all know he didn't have it. His mic skills, he couldn't talk. His charisma, what charisma? And then the fans didn't give a damn about Great Khali. How you miss all 5 traits? At least everybody else on this list at least had one minimum trait. I gave Brock Lesnar the wrestling ability. I gave David Otunga nothing because he's unmemorable. So besides that, everybody else had something. Santino Marella had the character and the charisma and the fanfare. He had pretty much everything except for the wrestling. And then Goldberg. I at least gave Goldberg everything but wrestling and character. So, you're Great Khali. You're literally outside David Otunga, and David Otunga is only like that because who remembers David Otunga? Great Khali, you suck. Who are you? Nobody remembers you. Remember you because you're huge, not because you're good. Remember you because you're huge, not because you can speak. Remember you because you're a gigantic freak, not because you have charisma. You don't have none of the 3. You don't have the 4 and the 5. Your in-ring skills were fudging dreadful. You're not good. You're not fun. When you came on TV, even when I was younger, before we even can go back and record stuff and go back and play back and forth and all that stuff, I just didn't watch it. You weren't fun then. You weren't fun now. I might have been a little ignorant when I was little watching you thinking, oh, the Great Khali gonna crush his head and yada, yada, yada. And a little chop every now and then. No, you're horrible. Stay far away from WWE. And plus, he was injury prone. He's big. So big guys like that are 9 times 10 going to be more injury prone than anybody else. For the love of God, don't come back. Please. You don't Goldberg. Please stay far away as possible. You've done a great job by never coming back. Goldberg needs to take something from you and don't ever come back. I said once again, he couldn't wrestle. He couldn't talk. He had no charisma. Fanfare, who gives nobody cared. And then his character. He didn't have any. How do you miss all 5 traits? You miss all 5 traits. You suck. So, yeah. If you don't like what I say, guess what? Don't give a damn. Just don't dislike the video. Even though YouTube won't let you dislike it, dislike the video anyway, because they suck. They all sucked. We all know they suck. None of them are good. So, that's the end of the video. I mean, this is your list. Brock Lesnar, 5. David Otunga, only because he's unmemorable, and I should have probably put him at 1. 3, you got Santino Marella. 2, you got Oldberg. And 1, you got Great Khali. I probably should have put Oldberg at 1, but the Great Khali was horrible. So, I hope you enjoyed this video, this style of video. I kind of feel like I kind of went a little bit more on the women, but the men are just as bad on this list. I don't care. Thank y'all for watching. Hit that subscribe button. Appreciate y'all. Once ago, I forgot to also mention, thanks for the 300 subscribers, you guys. I'm sitting at 303 now at recording this video. I really do appreciate you guys for that. So let's get this all the way. Let's go start that 400 subscriber grind. But this is your boy TV Entertainment. I'll see y'all next video, and we out here. And I don't regret nothing I say about anybody on this list because they all suck. I appreciate y'all for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and we out of here. Follow me on IG. That will be in the link in the description below. We out.